Hello! Welcome to Easy English at Home YouTube channel. Today, I'm gonna teach you how to talk about ability using can, could, and be able to. Can, could, and be able to. We use these auxiliaries to talk about abilities, but there is a slight difference in each one. Let's have a look at them and learn. We use can to talk about present abilities. For example, I can swim, I can sing, I can run fast. What can you do? We use could to talk about abilities in the past. So think about past times, okay? I could swim when I was 4. What about you? What could you do when you were 4? Be able to is the next one. We use be able to talk about present, past, perfect, and future abilities. So it has many different functions, right? Here we go. If you are talking about a present ability, then the auxiliary be changes form depending on the subject. If you say I, then it is am. If you say he, it is. They are. All talking about present ability, don't forget. So, I am able to swim. If you are talking about a past ability, the auxiliary changes form and it becomes either was or were. So, I was able to swim. I was able to swim. Next one. If you are talking about a future ability, future this time, then we use will. I will be able to swim. I'll be able to swim. And the perfect one. Let's see how it works. I have been able to swim since I was 4. So this one is used when you are talking about an ability that started in the past and it is still continuing. Even up to now, you are able to do this. So let's see, I've been able to swim. I started swimming when I was 4 and since then, I can swim. So we say, I've been able to swim. So many people get confused about the difference. Let's have a look at these examples and talk about the details, what the difference are. Okay, so when we say, she can speak 4 different languages, we talk about a general ability, right? She can speak 4 different languages. Good. She is able to speak 4 different languages is also correct, but this is used usually in more formal situations, formal. If it's a general ability in everyday life, we say can. This is good if you are in a formal situation. Right. So that's the only difference actually about them. Next one, she could pass the exam. She was able to pass the exam. So here the verb is pass. Pass an exam. This is not about ability, right? You try hard, you work for it, you study for an exam. So here we need to say was able to instead of could, because here we are referring to a past success, something you managed to do, right? Here the meaning is just the same as the word managed. She was able to pass the exam. She managed to pass the exam, right? So we don't use could to talk about a past success. If it's a past success, then you go for was or were able to. The last one. When you talk about a negative activity in the past, you can say couldn't or wasn't, weren't able to. In this case, there is no difference. You can say she couldn't pass the exam, right? So this was a failure in the past, right? She wasn't able to pass the exam. The meaning is exactly the same. So that was it about the difference. Are you ready to practice? Now, read the prompts and write true sentences about yourself. I'll do the same. Let's get to work. So, think of something you can do now. I can bake a cake. What about you? I can bake a cake. Think of something you could do as a child. I could run fast. I could run fast. What about you? Next one. Something you would like to be able to do. Well, I'd like to be able to play the guitar. I can write it like this, would, right? I'd like to be able to play the guitar. What about you guys? Write true sentences, don't forget. Next one, something you have never been able to do. Well, I've never been able to do well in maths. What about you? I've never been able to do well in maths. Next one, something you will be able to do soon. Well, I'll be able to speak German soon. I'll be able to speak German. Last one, something you haven't been able to do recently. Well, I haven't been able to sleep well recently. What about you? I haven't been able to sleep well. Good. Are you ready for more practice? Look at the pictures and complete the sentences with me. Let's start. I'm afraid he won't be able to go away. He won't be able to go away this weekend. Next, I haven't been able to speak to Harry. I haven't been able to speak to Harry. Next, my grandmother loved music. She could play the piano well. Yes, she could. It's a past ability. Next, I had forgotten to take my camera, so I couldn't take any pictures, right? I couldn't take any photos. Next, they ran their first marathon. Should be tired, right? It was very hard, but they were able to finish. They were able to finish the marathon. They did a very good job, obviously. Next, my grandfather traveled a lot. He could speak 5 languages. Amazing, right? He could speak 5 languages. Let's have a look at today's keywords and phrases. We have learned that we can use can, could, and be able to talk about abilities. Can is used for present ability, as in the example of I can speak 2 languages. Could is for abilities in the past. I could speak 2 languages when I was younger. Be able to is for present, past, perfect, and future abilities. For example, I'm able to speak German. I was able to pass the exam. I will be able to speak German soon. I've been able to speak German since I was 4. We also learned that was and were able to refer to a specific success in the past. They have the meaning of managed to do something. For example, I was able to get to school on time, which means I managed to get to school on time. Thank you for watching. You can find the practice files for this lesson on the link in description. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye!